بسم الله. لو قلنا f of x equals x power of 3 minus 7x power of 2 minus 14 minus 18 x، وعايز يعمل جراف للفانكشن دي. الفانكشن دي كيوبيك، احنا قلنا في الاكسبلانيشن كده ان الكيوبيك فانكشن has at least one solution. يعني السكوير الكوادراتيك ممكن تكون عامله كده، ممكن الكوادراتيك يكون فيه two intersection points، ممكن يكون one intersection point. يعني one solution, two solutions, no solution. لكن الكيوبيك must has at least one solution. اوكي؟ طيب ليه؟ لأن one end of the graph up and the other is down، لكن دي two up ends أو two ends down، فممكن يكون no solution زي دي كده. تعال نحل دي كده. أقول x power of 3 minus 7x power of 2 minus 18x equals 0 to find the x intercept. Okay, and x is common. So it will be x squared minus 7x minus 18 equals 0. Then x and this expression can be factorized. يبقى x minus 9 and x plus 2 equals 0. Then x equals 0 or x equals 9 or x equals negative 2. And the graph will intersect the x-axis at these 3 points. One of them is 0 and the other is negative 2 and this is 9. And this, the leading coefficient is positive. يعني the leading coefficient يعني the coefficient of the greatest power of x. يعني the coefficient of x power 2 is positive. Then لو كان ال A ده الفورمولا f of x equals ax squared plus bx dx power 3 plus bx power 2 plus cx plus c. إذا كان ال A positive فيطلع الجراف عامل زي ال n كده. لو كان ال A negative يطلع الجراف عامل من الناحية دي كده. اوكي، فده كده يبقى من البوزيتيف للزيرو للنيجاتيف. طيب to find accuracy يعني accurate values نعمل مود 7. مود 7 نعمل مود 7 by using calculator. You have the least value is 2. يعني start at one number less than 2 which is negative 3 and end at one number more than 9 which is 10. So you can use the calculator and use the pattern mode 7 to make the table to graph the A, to put the points on the graph. Start at negative 3. Why negative 3? Because when we find the values of x, we will find the least value is negative 2 and the greatest value is 9. So put any number less than negative 2 and any number more than 9 to complete the graph, and you can make the graph better than this one. يعني عامله كده كروكي. يعني ناخد another one. f of x equals x power of 3 minus 12x power of 2 plus 36x. How can we graph this function, this cubic function? And it cuts the x-axis at 1 or 2 or 3 points, not like the quadratic function. The quadratic function has 1 or 2 or nothing, but the cubic function has at least one solution because one end of the function is up and the other is down, so it must cut the x-axis. Okay, شوف كده ادي x power of 3 minus 12x squared plus 36x equals 0. Factorize. First take the common factor which is x, then x squared minus 12x plus 36 equals 0. This is a perfect square, so you can this can be factorized. So you can put it as x minus 6 and x minus 6 equals 0, or x times x minus 6 power of 2. So you have two intersection points on x-axis, not 3 like the previous example. No, you have only 2 points of intersection with x-axis. When we graph it, you will find this graph cuts the x-axis at 0 and 6. What about 6? the graph will touch its x-axis or x-axis touch the graph at this a value because this perfect square. So this is 0 and this is 6. So we have two distinct solutions. Okay, the previous one, it has three solutions, and this one has two solutions, not like the previous one. The third one, f of x equals x power of 3 minus 1. When you factorize this one, x power of 3 minus 1 equals 0. Factorize this one as difference of two cubes. Be careful when you factorize this one. The cubic root of the first, concentrate please, cubic root of the first, the same sign, cubic root of the second, and use the first brackets to put the numbers in second brackets. X will be x squared, and this will be 1, and the opposite sign with the product of these two numbers. Again, x power 3 minus 1. How can you factorize it? You will find from this one x power of 3 equals 1, then x equals the cubic root of 1 equals 1. Then you have only one solution. But I need to factorize it to tell you that this expression cannot be factorized. This is called unhomogeneous, and unfactorizable. So we cannot factorize it. The solution from this one is an imaginary, and we need real numbers to graph the function. Then x equals 1. I'll give you the forms of difference or sum of two cubes. X power 3 plus y power 3 equals x plus y times x squared minus xy plus y squared, or x power is the formula. X power 3 minus y power of 3 equal cubic root, which is x, cubic root, which is y, minus times x squared plus xy plus y squared. Okay, so x equals 1. Then you have only one solution. What is the one solution? I mean, the graph will intersect x-axis at only one solution, which is 1. So add this number, and y-intercept is -1, and the graph will be like this one, at 1 and -1. So the cubic function must has at least one solution, one x-intercept, not like the quadratic. The quadratic in the first page, if you notice, you have the quadratic, no solution, two solutions, one solution, or two equal solution, one x-axis. Okay? But this one, you will find it has at least one solution. Okay? I'll give you another example. Y equals 27 minus 8 x power of 3. 27 minus 8 x power of 3 equals 0. You can use mod 5-4 also. Mod 5-4 to find x-intercept. So the factorizing will be 3 minus 2x and 9, and this is 4x squared, and this is opposite sign, 6x equals 0. So x equals, or 3 minus 2x equals 0, then 2x will be 3, then x equals 3 over 2. And this also non-homogeneous, so you cannot find any solutions from it, because this factorizing is unhomogeneous, non-homogeneous or unfactorizable, so you cannot factorize it, okay? Because you will find the discriminant of this one will be negative, so the roots will be imaginary roots, okay? So you have only one root from this cubic expression or cubic function. So you will get one value only as a root. So the x-axis will meet the graph at 3 over 2, which is 1.5. This is 1, and this is 2. And y-intercept will be 27. And the leading coefficient is negative. So the direction of the graph is like this one. Okay? Because it will be decreased, then increased, then decreased. It's okay? So the function will be, this is 3 over 2 and 27. Okay? It will be like this one in this direction. It's okay? Have you got it? So we have
Yeah.
3 types, but according to the direction of the graph. If the leading coefficient is positive, then the graph will come from right to left, okay? Or like this one, positive, you will find like letter N, like this one, okay? Negative, like this one, okay? And number of solutions is 1 solution. And in the previous one, 1 solution, but in the other direction. In the previous one, second function is 2 solutions. One, this solution is called, this one, it's called double root. Double root means the x-axis touches the graph at a point. So it will be double root because it produced from the perfect square. And this one is 0. Then the x-intercept will be 0 and 6 and 6, but we cannot write 6 two times. We say this 2 or double root and this only 1 root. It's okay? And the first one, you will find the graph of the cubic function cuts x-axis at 3 points. So as I told you, in the quadratic, you may find the graph cuts x-axis as 2 points, and sometimes at 1 point, and sometimes at nothing, because the roots may be imaginary. But in the cubic function, you have to find at least 1 solution. It's okay? I'll give you an example to solve it. F of x equals x power of 3x power of 3 minus 6x power of 2 minus 9x. And I'll give you 3 minutes to solve it. You can use mod 5, 4. How can you use mod 5, 4? Mod 5, 4. You have x power 3, then you will write 3 and negative 6 and 9 and 0. Because you have four terms, because this cubic, not quadratic. It's okay. And after that, when you get the x-intercept, you can use mod 7 to make the table and graph the function accuracy. Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes to solve it. Okay, have you solved it? Let me check the solution. Okay, check the solution with me. 3x power of 3 minus 6x power of 2 minus 9x equals 0. You can divide by 3, or you can take 3x as a common. You will find x squared minus 2x minus 3 equals 0. So 3x times x minus 3 and x plus 1. You need to number their product is negative 3 and there's differences 2. Then x equals 0 and x equals 3. And x equals negative 1. These are the intersection points. So you have 3 intersection points, which is 3 and 0 and negative 1. Okay? And you can grab the function and you can find the accurate values from mod 7. Mod 7. The least value is negative 1 and the greatest value of 3. So you can start at one number less than the least value, which is negative 2, and end at the greatest number is 3. So you can end at 4 to find the accuracy value. It's okay? I'll give you 1 or 2 homework exercise. ماشي؟
مستر
نعم.
ممكن سؤال؟
Yes.
هو بالنسبة ل 3x equal 0 وال 3 ما بتعملش حاجة صح؟
ما
doesn't
x equals 0 then x equals 0. Okay, f of
Okay.
x will be x power of 3 minus 7x plus 2. Okay, grab this one and this is the homework for you. It's okay. Do you have any problem? Do you have any question? Do you have anything? Do you have any question?
No يا أستاذ.
No, it's okay. Have you got everything? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Try to grab them again. Okay, before you solve the homework. Okay, يلا السلام عليكم.